It's pretty rare that I fall in love with games these days. Since I started my YouTube adventure a couple years ago, I've put dozens of hours into over 70 games, and I've truly loved maybe 5 of them. So what is it about Metal Hellsinger that makes it stand so far out from the crowd? The first thing to be said is that there is basically no individual thing that this game does better than other offerings. Hellsinger has an awesome soundtrack, but lots of games do at this point. It has good level design, but that's basically a requirement to be an even average game. There's the fluid movement and combat controls, but I trust you're picking up the pattern already and know that Hellsinger isn't alone here either. So if it isn't any individual trait, the TLDR is that what really matters here is the interplay between the different design elements in the game. Every decision that could be made to lean into the classic heavy metal aesthetic was made. From the font choice in the UI, to the gravelly yet smooth drawl of Troy Baker's narration, onto the weapon and enemy design and the environments itself, every single aspect of this game would feel perfectly at home in an Ozzy Osbourne music video. On the surface, the combat in Metal Hellsinger can look like a watered-down version of Doom Eternal. There's just sort of less of everything. Only 6 weapons to Eternal's dozen or more if you factor in the mods, no armor to manage or worry about running out of ammo either. Yet the simple addition of needing to fight on the beat of the music elevates the combat experience well beyond what the tool bag might suggest. There are also significantly fewer kinds of enemies, but with fewer combat tools at your disposal, you will always be on your toes to manage the best way to handle the current wave you're dealing with. Another true gem of design with Hellsinger is that after you've beaten a level, you'll unlock challenge arenas. These are subsections of a level that force you to play around a very specific playstyle in order to earn bonuses that can be applied to your character for the main levels. These challenges come in tiers, so if you find that you don't particularly need one of the bonuses, you can safely skip the follow-on tiers and not feel like you're missing out. I could probably rave about this game for an hour if I thought somebody would listen, but
ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'll wrap up with a final point that some may find as a drawback, but others like myself will really appreciate. But Hellsinger is a fairly small game, only taking me about 5 hours, and that's with needing to repeat several missions after dying in the boss fights. Loads of games these days love to brag about their 80 to 100 hours of content, but most of these games I've found to just be bloated with uninteresting quests and shallow minigame distractions. The 5 hours I spent with Hellsinger were laser focused, and every moment felt crafted with love to be the best it could possibly be. Unlike many games where you have to spend a few hours till you get to the good bit, with Metal Hellsinger, the whole game is the good bit. I'm Gus Schultz, and I'd love to have earned your like and sub. Have a good day, and happy gaming.